Hey, it's Tiffany
Andrea.
and we are relatively unstable back again to either entertain you or annoy you.
Either
Um,
one.
Take your pick. So make sure you, first of all, watch and listen, like, follow, and share. If you do, whether you like us or not, because somebody else might. So get your shit together and give somebody else a gift of us. Everybody gets a little TNA,
Yes.
whether it's theirs or somebody else.
Somebody
So one of us has been quite busy lately, and it ain't me. Andrea, tell us what you've been up to.
So, I've been busy. Um, and I'm like super tired, but because I've been busy. Um, so like since the protests and everything, there's been a large push to support Black-owned businesses. And that means that um, a lot of people have been like sharing like paisley paper Instagram, and like making sure that people know that there's a
What do I
that
have?
I am. Oh, look at that.
I'll model while you talk.
Yes, please, because I'm terrible at that, and I'll tell you why I'm terrible at that in a minute. So so it's been a big push to support Black businesses, and I have been on the very, very grateful end of that. Yeah. Oh, this makes me so happy.
Yeah.
So the only problem with that is that I was not ready for any of the surge of business. So like it put me kind of in like I was already doing too much with Andrea Design Studio. So I've already been working too much with that. And so like I hadn't really.
Which is your freelance graphic
Mhm,
design. So
mhm.
let's get that out there.
Yep. So, because that's what primarily pays the bills. I mean, people, it's much easier to charge thousands of dollars for a logo than to sell thousands of dollars worth of paper products. And with Andrea Designs, the overhead is super low because it's just me, and my talent. So,
Which is
and
hello.
but with Paisley, um, it's materials, it's the vendors I use. So it's a little bit more overhead. So that's why when I first made the transition to go full-time freelance, I kind of just like let Paisley kind of just be on the back burner for a little bit. I wasn't like super like I wasn't really pushing it. I had, and you know this for a fact, Tiffany, I have tons of inventory still, but like I wasn't really pushing it. I was just like, okay, when I get my shit together and have more of a balanced life, I will bring Paisley back into the fold and have a more like, you know, 60-40 Andrea Designs and Paisley kind of flow, because that has always been my goal. Well, like I said, the support of Black businesses didn't really allow that, because everybody was like, oh no, I want to buy Black. And people bought for me, and I was not ready. And so that kind of upped my busyness. And then on top of that, um, so one of the things that I do that sometimes gets me in trouble, but sometimes works out, is that I apply for literally, like if I feel like something is at least, I don't even want to put a percentage on it. If I don't get like a, no, this is not for me feeling from it, then I just apply for it. So when Noted Expo floated around that they were having a pitch competition for Black creatives, for Black stationers, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll apply for that. And then I got in and I was like, oh shit. So now I have to like, oh my God, now I have to like pitch and like talk on camera. And that's crazy because I like doing it with you, but like, that's because you're here and like, I know you in real life and it's fun, but like, and I don't have to sell myself to you. But now I got to like sell stuff. And um, so the pitch went well. And I was able to pitch my stuff to some pretty big retailers that haven't really bought anything from me yet, but that's
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
that's not that wasn't my focus. My focus was just to get my line in front of them, get feedback, and just have an in for next time, pretty much. So like when I update my catalog and add new products, I can shoot somebody, my catalog and say, oh, yeah, I pitched for you 6 months ago at the Noted thing, whatever. So that's that. And I, in the practice for the pitch, they said, if you're going to show products, have your products handy, like have them right by you so that you can just pick them up. So guess who didn't do that? That would be me. So when they asked me what
That's
was
why you need people like me.
yes, I absolutely need people like you. And so when they asked me like what was my best sellers, I was all like, oh, here. And it was kind of ridiculous. So but yeah, all in all, it went well. I've been pretty busy on the Andrea design side too, like working with some nonprofits, and my proudest thing that I've done freelance is work with the ourblackparty.org, and basically just a really good group of folks who are like really focused on like bringing the causes that are necessary and relevant to Black people to the forefront and holding elected officials accountable to those things, and like really like being the somewhat endorser of people. Like I think that the platform is supposed to be if an elected official has agreed to these X amount of initiatives or agenda, then our Black Party will endorse them and like help get the word out about what they're doing, instead of just having like some political stance on, oh, I kind of support Black Lives Matter, but I don't support defunding police, or like just a very like straight way to see where your elected officials stand on Black issues. So super proud to be involved in that. And that came from a woman that I worked with before, and she hooked me up with Candace Hollisworth, who is the mayor of Hyattsville, Maryland, and she's an amazing woman and funny and smart. And yeah, we just been rolling with that. So I'm super proud of that work. And there's some other work that's coming up that I don't think I can talk about, but that makes me sound so important, but really I just don't know if I could say that I'm doing it yet. So whatever. Yeah, so just lots of work, and I really need a vacation
During quarantine.
during quarantine. But more than a vacation, I need an assistant. I need personal boundaries, professional boundaries, because I just don't have those. Like I say yes to everything, and that's why I'm always tired. So
Well, I am thankful for you, and I know so many other people are thankful, and I am inspired by you. So keep pushing. You have friends who are willing to be maybe not consistent assistants, but we got your back.
Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate you, especially like your help. I literally what was in the office the other night and relied on your list of counting. I was like, she wrote everything down, so I know I just have to go and just make sure that I got enough. So
I'm a helper. I am
you are
here.
a helper.
I am a doer. I'm a doer. You can count on me.
So what have you been up to?
So I haven't been up to quite as much as you. So what I've been up to is quite boring, actually. With the exception of baseball has started, we have found a team for Jacob and a way to start baseball. So that's fun. That's cool. So I've actually been getting out of the house. Jacob is super excited about baseball. I've also been going to physical therapy twice a week because I am old now. And we had a little bit of summer fun in the pool. And I was swimming for hours, which was just so fun. And I'm, trying to show off and be young. And I'm doing, back tucks into the pool and just like showing Jacob, oh, mommy can swim, and trying to teach Jacob how to swim. And the next day I could not move my right arm, which I kind of need. So that's what I've been up to. Don't everybody jump to switch lives with me.
But wait a minute, but let's talk about, so you know how to, like, you swim really good then, like.
I can swim. That I can't say I can do much, but I am a pretty strong swimmer.
I can't swim at all.
I don't understand when people say they can't swim. Why can't you swim?
Nobody has ever taught me, and I never, like, my mom she's not, like, she wasn't the mom that like took us out, just me, that took me out to like parks and stuff. Like, she did, like, that wasn't her jam. So like I didn't go to like camps. So like I never learned how to swim.
I'm gonna have to teach you.
Please, because I want to know. I want to learn.
Everybody who knows me needs to know how to swim. The funny thing is, as much as I love water, I'm a Pisces, I live by that. I really do believe that if mermaids ever existed, I was one. Like, these are the things that, go through my mind. I love going to the beach. I love anything water. I will not get on a cruise ship, but I love anything water. Anybody who knows me has to know how to swim. So,
well,
let's figure this out.
Because I, like, literally, I wouldn't say that I'm scared, but like, yeah, I don't know. Like, now, like, probably as a kid, I would have been like more like, yeah, let's just go for it. But now I'm like if I'm in a pool, I'm holding on to like the walls of the pool, and like I can't really float. Like, my mind doesn't really let me float. So like I'm always like, as soon as I let go, I think I'm about to drown. So
see, you're a Leo. That's the cat in you. I guess that's the feline in you.
Like,
I don't. Let's get it together, girl.
I really want to learn how to swim because it just seems like it's so fun.
It is so fun. It is so freeing. You're just like, and I guess that's why God gave me these burly shoulders too. Like like it is so. I could stay in the water all day.
See, and I do love the water. I love the beach. I love being by the water. I love being in the water, but
just standing in the water.
Just standing in the water, or just letting the water like rush over
roll
me.
over you.
Yeah.
Okay, but I need you to know what to do if the water, like if the tide carries you out a little bit. I need you.
Yeah.
I need you to come back.
Yeah. Have I ever told you the Hawaii story?
Oh shit, no.
Mm. So real quick. So I was in Hawaii for my best friend's wedding. This was I was 24. So this was what, I don't know. I can't do math. Whatever. Whenever I was 24.
24.
And so we went on this like snorkeling thing, the snorkeling excursion. Now, you may say, Andrea, you just said you don't know how to swim. Why are you snorkeling? It's a very good question. So so the first stop that we went to was super chill. Like the waters were super calm. And so that tricked me. Like that got me in the water and I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. And so I mean, I had on every kind of flotation device known to man. I had the vest, I had the noodle, I had the boogie board, I had everything. Like I was not going to drown. Okay. So I get into the water and you know, I float to where everybody is and everything's cool, water's super calm, great. So I'm feeling like, okay, I got this shit, like I'm good. So we roll to the next excursion site and the water is way choppier. It is like, it's like ocean, like for real.
I can feel it.
And so I was like,
it.
okay, all right. So I'm still feeling good though. I'm still feeling good. I'm like, yep, like I'm good. Like I got all these flotation devices on. I'm good. Well, so the boat was here and everybody else was here and I floated this way. And so I was like, in my mind, I'm like, oh shit, I'm in the ocean. Like the ocean.
But
And I don't
Hawaii
know.
is where they have tiger sharks and bull sharks.
Hello. I'm like, I don't know what's under me.
I'm also a shark nerd. I don't know why.
And I'm not even around people to even call for help. So I panicked.
They were that far away from you?
I was far. I floated far as fuck away. Probably.
Oh, girl.
I know it was dumb. So anyway, they were all where you were supposed to be. And I don't know how, maybe the current took me, I don't know. I was far from everybody. And so, Tiffany, when I tell you I took that damn noodle and I was like, help! And I screamed help for I don't know, as long as it took them.
Tiffany laughing. This is very serious. This is very
serious, but it's funny.
But you're here.
So, yes. And so then they were like, so then the excursion people came back in like a paddle boat or whatever, and they were trying to like take me to where all the rest of the people were. I was like, no, back to the boat. Back to the boat. Like, no. Okay. And that was the end of my water activities. Mm-hmm. Forever. I mean, I do still want to swim. Okay. I want to learn.
You have to. Do you know how much stuff you're missing out on? Oh my gosh.
Oh, I know. And like, I feel like that's because I do enjoy being in the water. I feel like if I learned how to swim, that would be perhaps a good exercise for me.
Oh, for sure. Although my experience told, because it's so funny you say that, because as I'm in the water last weekend or whenever that was, 2 weeks ago, I was like, I guess this is what it's going to be like in the next 15 years for me, or 20 years, whenever, like when I'm older and can't do some of the stuff that I can do now. You know, like I work out a lot, but with my own body weight and with weights and stuff. But I was like, one day I'm going to have to, it's going to shift. I'm going to have to do aqua aerobics. And I actually did consider taking like this senior aqua aerobics class at the gym, just because they had it. It was at the gym by my job, but it closed down. It was like the Silver Swimmers or something. I don't know. Anyway, I was like, this is what it's going to be. But now I'm like, well, shit, what did I do to do this shoulder? But the physical therapist said it was probably like the butterfly, because of what it does to because I have a partial tear in the rotator cuff. So, but it's like after a few days and some Motrin and just some movement, it's getting much better, but there's still a lot of things he won't let me do. And I'm like, please, can I do it? He's like, no, slow down. Which is probably why I keep re-injuring this shoulder, because I'm too, I want to do what I want to do and don't want to listen.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's been my last couple of weeks. So keeping it moving, because it'll all be better next time.
Yes.
Let's talk about some let's first of all be perfectly transparent. We're relatively unstable, so whatever happens today is as much of a surprise to us as it is to you.
Seriously. There's no agenda this time, so
let's talk about some things that we kind of just don't give a fuck about, but we have to talk about anyway, or just gonna mention or can't help ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with what else but Jada and Will. I don't give a fuck about Jada and Will.
So I don't
really don't.
I don't either. And like I haven't watched her Red Table with Will or anything, but two things. So I don't know if I've ever bought the whole idea that they've been in an open marriage. I've never really bought that. And I mean, and obviously I don't know for a fact, but I think that people, for whatever reason, assigned that to them, and then they just never really say yes or no. As far as I know, maybe they have, and I just didn't keep up with it. But so like, I feel like it might have been a situation of like, they were on a break, they had some issues, and both of them may have been like, okay, well, this guy is creeping up on me, this girl is creeping up on me, and like, we just let the shit flow, and that's what it was. And then Will and Jada worked themselves out and came back together, and it was fine. And and they kind of just let it be.
And this is why I don't give a fuck, because that's exactly what happened. I mean, if you don't, the Red Table Talk, I did watch it. I wasn't going to, but I got sucked in. Much like I have a very weak constitution. For those who don't know me, I am hard-headed, but I'm also a follower. Mm-hmm. So I got sucked in like everyone else. And you are exactly right. First of all, I don't think about them much at all. I don't watch Red Table Talk. Usually I watch it a couple times. I don't really love it. I think the idea of it is great, but I don't, it's not like my favorite thing to watch. I think it's helpful to some people. I appreciate what they do. However, I watched this. It was only 12 minutes of my life, so whatever. And you're right. I agree with you, Andrea. I think that when the people took the comment, people said assigned an open marriage to them, one, because of rumors, which there's not a Hollywood couple that is not assigned rumors, but also her words were, he can do whatever he wants to do. He can make choices. And I think people took that as this is an open marriage. She never said he can make choices, do what he wants to do, and then he can come get this.
Right.
What she did was basically over dramatize. I trust him.
Right.
And he has free will.
Right. Because I mean, in any relationship, everybody has choices and everybody can do what they want to do. Now, that's not to say that you're not going to have consequences for those things.
Exactly. And she never identified that part. She never said, she just said, I trust him.
Yeah. So I never bought into that. I never bought. And especially, I mean, like I said, I didn't watch the table talk, but I read a lot of the commentary and definitely was here for the memes of Will.
Oh, I'm here for the memes all day. We'll get to that. I'm here for the memes all day.
But like, So like, you can't really tell me, I mean, I guess it's possible, but like, if y'all done had an open marriage for, we talking what, 15, 20 years at this point? Why you
Yeah,
like that, Will? Like,
right.
that's why I don't think it ever was an open marriage.
And so here's the thing. I don't even think he like the memes are amazing. And they caught the right moment of that particular
Uh-huh.
episode. Uh, I think that so much of it, I personally, this is what I think. I think so. There was a point in time where he's like, "I was done with your ass." I don't believe he was as much as he gets paid to be an actor. I didn't buy that part. I feel like that was a PR pull. Like I feel like they were like, "Okay, this is the story we're gonna go with." You because I'm the one that got caught, Jada, because I'm the one that got caught, you can have the narrative that you broke up with me first,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll go with that.
Mm-hmm.
So, he was able to, just to save his, male ego a little bit. I was done with you. But then to also excuse for the people us who don't really matter, excuse why they are still together.
Right.
Like this doesn't happen every day on
Every day.
and
Every
Greenview. So that was just such an unnecessary it's also unnecessary. As unnecessary as her choice in who she cheated with. I'm just like, of all people, why'd you choose this? I don't even know him. I'm just like, I'm looking at this dude like, this is who you cheated on.
So it's so many layers to that though too, because just from what, and like I said, I don't know the whole story, but just from what I was piecing together from commentary, this was her son's friend.
I didn't even know that part.
And he was, I mean, I could be wrong, but this is what I gathered. So he was Jaden's friend. He was living with them or was over there a lot because he was going through like some mental breakdown or some hardships or something, and looked to her as kind of like a mom figure. Is that kind of what I'm getting? Or
the way they made it sound like, and again, this is why I'm like, this is PR shit. The way they made it sound was like, oh, we took him in because he needed help, which is great. Like that's what we are pushing at this very moment. Help each other. Like we're here for you. But I'm sorry, this girl and her, I'm here to heal. I'm like, woman, heal thyself.
yeah, because like that whole thing is super predatory. Like it's so.
Andrea just took us dark.
Yeah,
if that is the case, it's bizarre.
it is, and it's not. And like I was talking to my friend Christian about this, and Christian is one of the most intuitive people I know. So like usually when she talks about this, like she hits it right. She hits the nail on the head, and she was just like, there's the broken part in Jada was attracted to the broken part in August.
Oh, for sure. And that's a thing.
And that is what made that bond so strong. And but
I'm like, but yeah.
But regardless of that though, it's predatory though. Like this is a
how old is this dude? I don't know anything.
He's like 23, 22.
Yeah.
So like, come on.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
I agree. Cool. So I think that's the main thing that I'm just like, that I've been sucked into in this last week. We haven't had, fortunately, too much nonsense. I mean, other than the global nonsense and the nonsense on our own land. That's not new. But that's the big, like, why is this even a thing?
Why is this even a thing?
Oh, wait. And let me just tell you real quick. So watching TV earlier, and it was a commercial for BET, and they were showing one of the Men in Black, and they showed this. This is so terrible. My karma is already fucked. So, but they're showing this commercial. They're gonna air Men in Black, or I never saw those movies. And it's like Will Smith, and he's tangled up in this thing, and it's like the entanglement of Will Smith, and I was just like, oh. They are horrible, horrible people.
That's horrible. Hilarious, but horrible.
Horrible people. But I'm just as bad for laughing at the shit, because that shit was funny as hell.
Yeah, I can see somebody in the BET graphics department being like, okay, so listen. So we about to show Men in Black, but we gotta reference this entanglement.
And how do they do that though? Okay. I've had enough of them. Right. They are so annoying. They were already, and I love Will Smith, but they're annoying. This is annoying. This is very annoying. I don't know what we're moving on to next. I know the new thing is Megan Thee Stallion and shot. That's serious. I don't know enough about it to talk about it, so I don't know what's going on there. I don't know either one of the people involved.
But I will say one thing though about that is that like it does speak to the fact of like how like for real, like Black women just are not protected. And like I've seen, I don't know much of the story either, but people like if you search for it, there's more jokes about it than people wishing her well and wishing that she gets better and like, you know, and that the situation gets resolved. And it's like, we really joking about men shooting women now? Like that's like that's a joke now? We're like, what the fuck are we doing as a society? Like we like, that's not ever funny.
Well, I think too, and we talked about this a little bit again. We didn't know what we were talking about. We said we want to keep it light, but I do agree with you, and I want to say that I think that it speaks to just, and I am indicting myself in this, not this particular thing, because it's not funny because I don't know them, but it just speaks to our moral compass as a people, not as a Black people, as a people in whole, and you know, and but it also I think speaks to I think it speaks to that, but I also think it speaks to maybe some sort of dysfunctional need to detach ourselves from serious things, mixed with misogyny, mixed with, you know, racial bias, mixed with intra-racial bias, you know, because I mean, you know, I don't know. I just think that there's so much that goes into that, and some of it is just people being just straight up fucking terrible people. And some of it's just people being terrible people at the time. That's not any excuse for any of it. It's all bad.
Right.
It comes out of my mouth can be very bad, but most certainly we should not be making light of any violence against women ever. And you know, I understand, or I should say, I witnessed the what's just the temptation to victim blame, and it's very easy to do. You know, we've made it easy, and it's very easy to give into. It's not parallel, but just like it's easy for me to give into things that really are not necessarily who I am, but I'm just a follower, and I'm one of millions and billions of followers. It's just how do we use at what point do we engage our own values? should we have them.
Yep. Yep. And I think people also want to be like, they want to be the first to tell a joke, and they want their tweet or whatever to go viral, and so like at the expense of someone's actual life, like they'd rather, have a viral tweet that gets shared x amount of times versus
Right.
you know taking a pause to say, like, wait a minute, maybe I shouldn't say that joke, because if it does go viral, then like this is somebody's life I'm joking about. But
Right.
that's
Let me tell you what I want to go viral, or what I'm happy did go viral, because I wouldn't have known otherwise. It's National Ice Cream Day. That's some shit I need to go viral.
Today?
Today is National Ice Cream Day.
Oh, yep.
It's going down. It will happen.
What's your favorite ice cream?
Oh, I think it's kind of a toss up. It's either mint chocolate chip. That's usually my go-to. That's usually my number one go-to.
Mm-hmm.
But I also do love pralines and cream. Now, I will do a mint chocolate chip mix for whatever reason, because there's something about it that pulls me in. But I am a big fan of mint chocolate chip, and I really don't give a fuck that people think it's disgusting. I love it. Somebody else loves it too, because it's always 3/4 of the way gone whenever I go to get some.
Right. Yeah. So my favorite is, I feel like this is like old lady ice cream, but butter pecan.
I knew you were gonna say
It's my jam.
It's gotta be butter pecan or black walnut.
Butter pecan is like my favorite, favorite. Also pralines and cream. Also, I guess I got a lot of favorite ice creams. Also cookies and cream, but I'm very particular about my cookies and cream. So it can't be whole Oreo cookies in there, because I don't want the icing in between the Oreos, like with the ice cream. I don't want that.
I get that. Whenever I make cookie crust, I actually scrape I know it doesn't matter, but I scrape the cream out.
Yeah,
and
I don't want that.
Sidebar, my sister Lauren.
Mm-hmm.
So before double stuffed Oreos, there was Lauren and I she likes the stuffing, the cream. I don't. So I would scrape the cream off and give it to her, and she would give me the cookies, and I would eat the cookies, and she would make like an Oreo stack, like
with just the cream?
With the cream and and 2 Oreos, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Back to you.
When I don't even like Oreo, the cookies are not really my jam, but I mean, I'm never turned down a cookie, but like, if I do eat Oreos, then they have to be the Oreo thins, because I feel like that is the correct amount of cream to cookie ratio for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, I'm very particular about my cookies and cream ice cream. I haven't found one yet that's like really, like cookie only focused.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because even Baskin Robbins has like the whole cookie, and that's not my jam. So
I don't like cookies and cream. I don't like cookie dough. I don't like. I love a little, if that makes sense.
mm-hmm.
I overdo it. And this is kind of like me on life. I focus on as all over the places I am. There are, like, when it comes to food, when it comes to style, whatever, I focus on a little, but I overdo it.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to products, I overdo it. So when it comes to ice cream, I have maybe like 4 different, maybe 5 different go-tos that I'll bounce around, but I'll eat it forever. Pie, I only eat apple. I don't like anything else. Oh, we got an Amber Alert? Oh shit.
Oof.
Well, we hope that little one is found.
Yes.
So, I think that one thing that we've talked about, and maybe we should do this, Andrea, as maybe we'll take this to our Instagram when we really get it together. We talked about at one point I pitching a meme minute.
Yes.
And analyzing our favorite memes. So I know Laura and Olivia and I go back and forth all day, all day on memes. We're in our 40s. Olivia's not, but she's getting there. This is what we do. And so I felt like maybe we could analyze some of our favorite memes.
Yes.
I'll get my Android because I'm an Android girl.
Okay.
And let's see what we got here. Let's see what's going on here.
What?
I have so many saved.
See, I don't have any saved.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding?
I don't have any saved. I
All
mean,
I do is save. All I do is save.
Let's see.
Here's my first one. We can talk about.
Okay.
Sex is cool and all, but have you ever closed 15 tabs after finishing a project?
Yes. Yes.
Success.
It feels so good. It feels so good.
You'll have to ask my girlfriend who I work with how many tabs I have open on my computer at any given time, and it's typically about 27.
So like internet like browser tabs?
Mm-hmm. I'm a horrible, horrible person when it comes to that. I'm a hoarder.
See, I don't every once in a while I'll get up there with the crazy tabs, but most of the times my thing is like I just have lots of windows open. So like not necessarily like they're not all contained in a browser,
Mm-hmm.
but like I'll have you know, like so on Macs is like Finder, right? So that's like it's like how you get to your applications and your whatever, like
What she's talking about.
so I'll have like several Finder windows open, all linked to, all showing different projects on top of the tabs. Like it's kind of a mess.
Let me tell you how many sites I have open at this particular moment on my phone. 48.
Oh my.
Yes. I'm not the one.
I'm not the one.
I'm not the one.
Hold on, I'm trying to find.
Yeah.
I ain't got no damn memes.
What? Go to your search page. Look, my search page, all I do is flip-flop between my search page and my timeline. Okay, here's one I love.
Okay.
I love using a measuring cup for only water. It's like you're still clean. You get to skip the wash, go right back in the cabinet. This is who I am.
Yes, I do that all the time.
This is who I am. I hate dishes.
Yeah.
If I lived alone, I'm confident that I would have like 1 cup every other day.
Mm-hmm.
I hate dishes. Like I will forego eating to avoid dishes.
Oh yeah.
This is who I am as a person.
I'm just gonna scroll my Facebook timeline and see if I can find something. This. Okay.
Some of them we can't show because I'm not talented enough to be able to flash them on the screen, and they're so funny. Due to personal reasons, I will be going completely off the rails.
Right.
This is me at any given time. Particularly a week before my cycle.
Uh-huh.
I have determined that I have PMDD. I have determined that I have actually started tracing in diary, is that a journaling? Large arguments that I get into and episodic attitudes. And it all comes back to that week.
Mm-hmm.
So if you run into me during that week, there is a high probability, and I'm bad at stats, but there's a high probability that something will happen. This is the truth. This is why memes are so important.
Yes, because you need to laugh. Okay, so here's one that is that I just scrolled through. Oh, but you need to see the picture. Let me see. I wonder, can I share my screen? Is that weird?
I don't know if it'll come up on the recording.
It won't, but oh, will it? Maybe it won't.
I don't know.
Well,
let's
see. Okay, hold on. Oh, can you enable sharing?
Oh, shit. I hate you.
Oh, I hope that the recording catches this because this shit is funny.
If it doesn't, you have to just come to our YouTube page and see it. Oh, shit. This is what they call dead air. Hold on.
So the face is killing me.
That would be me if I were an FBI agent.
Damn it.
Oh, shit. This is why I love the internet.
No, it's so funny. Okay, I'm gonna
stop. This is why sharing. I love the internet. Hold on, we can't have Andrea's page. You gotta stop sharing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, person, you smell like weed. Oh wait, I guess we should give credit to the people who are sending these who are putting these up, right? This is Christy_ASP. Person, you smell like weed. Me. That's because you're not social distancing.
Like word. Bag back.
Word. Oh my God. I feel like, oh wait, this is one specifically for you.
Okay.
Do you want space or attention? Leo, attention. What you want to do, Andrea?
Ooh, that just read my life. That just read my life. Because I'd literally be like, how come ain't nobody like checking on me?
Checking on you?
And then somebody do it, and I'm like,
go away.
I ain't shit.
Go away.
Attention.
Wait, this is one. Wait, this is secretly_twisted2. You ever had sex so nasty you can't even tell nobody what happened? I didn't ask the question.
Right.
_twisted2 did. I don't know what to tell you about that one. Answer with your inside voice.
Right. Who was it? Was it South Korea that said, please scream within your heart?
You can tell us though.
Right. You can tell us though.
And the only reason we're doing this is because y'all are not showing us any love. We need, send us some messages. Tell us what you want to hear. Give us some questions to answer. We'll do our best to answer them with absolutely no authority at all.
Yes.
We are not that smart. Andrea is, and she's quite talented. this is one that's kind of serious, and I feel this. If you don't like your story, then rewrite that shit. Let me put my Android down for a moment.
That's real.
And I feel like we, you know, I feel like stuff like this comes up all the time. If you are on the internet, if you are on social media, we cannot avoid the empowerment memes, the self-help memes, the get your life together memes. We can't avoid that. But that's real. And I think that we spend so much time and again, I don't, there's nothing I'll say on here that doesn't indict myself in some way. Like right now, I need mascara. But there's nothing that I'll say this. Losing my father, losing much of my family in a short amount of time, in a 3-year period, is definitely showing me how quickly life can turn and change, and how we, to sound cliche, really need to live that shit. Like, find your purpose, and I'm trying to say this without sounding preachy or like somebody I'm not, because I'm not that person that's going to encourage you to do better and to be your best you and all that stuff, because I'm not my best me. But definitely live out loud. If you are that person, live out loud. I am a person that feels like I feel like and that's not for everybody. That's not for everybody. I am a person that likes to live out loud, and I feel that I haven't done a good job of being me and doing that. I haven't been exactly true to myself in that way. So do that, especially if you are a little bit younger and you haven't settled into your life and into your kids, and live out loud, man, because the shit can be so fucking fun.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like I definitely haven't done that. I mean, I've taken some big steps. Like I left my job, and started doing my own thing. But within that, I have like just not really been like, it's like what I talked about earlier, about the balance. Like I just don't really have balance, and like I don't want at the end of this, and however long this will be, meaning like however long I will continue to freelance, because I literally only gave myself to the end of this year, and I'm going to make a determination on whether I want to continue it or get like a full-time job again. But it can be tiring. But
I love my full-time job though. I'm saying this for her.
Right. But yeah, like I do feel that like life is happening around me and I'm not really an active participant in it. And I'm working on trying to find somebody that can help me. I'm working on trying to get like inventory in check, so that's not such a headache for me. I'm working on trying to like be less like really give time to my craft, and like not just say yes to everything, but really just like see how it fits into my grand scheme of things, so that I can make time to do the things that I want to do, like celebrate a friend's birthday or take a weekend, not now, but take a weekend trip, or, go somewhere and sit on a beach somewhere. Like,
Not in Florida.
Not in Florida.
But you can find another beach.
Yeah. Because I just don't have that balance. And it's tough because everybody at some point needs some downtime. And my downtime is always like, it's like I'm sacrificing future time for the current time. So like if I take a nap right now, that means that I'm going to be working until 6 a.m.
This is a true story. She has said these things to me.
Yeah. So it's not like, oh, I can just take a nap and really enjoy that and just be rested. It's like, yeah, I have to understand, like, I have to make that pact with myself. Like, okay, if I take this hour nap, then that means that as soon as I wake up, like I'm going to be working until I get everything done. And a part of it is overbooking myself and no balance and other things popping up that need my attention that I'm not accounting for, and blah 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 blah.
I think that's called hustling, girl. I mean, and that speaks to, again, that speaks to where we are and the things that have to get done. And it also speaks to, this goes all the, I mean, first of all, that's ambition. I mean, I think what you're doing is great. I think about you all the time. We don't connect every day, obviously, but I think about you all the time and think about all of the things that you're doing and how you're getting it done. And I think about, me in my 20s, and I know you're not in your 20s, you only look like you are. But I think about how, or even in my early 30s, how much energy I had and how much motivation I had. And again, going back to the rewrite your story, I wasted so much of it. And what I see you doing while it's important. What you're saying is very important. You have to prioritize. You have to put yourself first. You have to check yourself and keep yourself in balance. But you also are living your life at a time and doing the things in the time at the right time for you. Mm-hmm. And that's something to appreciate and sit in and work in and just keep it pushing as long as you can. Try to plan for the burnout so that you don't burn out. If you can, you understand what I'm saying when I say that?
Yeah.
This is your time, girl, to shine. Like, shine. Work that shit. And that's what you're doing. And think about, would you rather be doing this now or would you rather be doing this when you're 49?
Yeah, I hope that everything that I'm doing now pays off for me when I'm 49, and so that I don't have to
out there.
So I don't have to do
it.
And
where's my hope stone that I keep up here? We'll just give that a little rub and put it out there. I don't want to move the curtain or the camera, because then you'll see my shower curtain, because the shower stuff, that's what we do it. Just because I always feel like this has to make an appearance.
Yes.
In the background.
Where did you get that, by the way?
I ordered it from this website called Society 6, and it's like a bunch of artists that put their stuff on on this site, and you can order it. And so I ordered this one, and then I have and a different world one that I got from there, and I think that's the website. But if I'm wrong, I'll put it in the comments when we post this. But I think it's Society 6, and it's all kind of cool stuff on there. But
yeah, I love that.
Detroit born and raised. But girl, shine.
Thanks, boo.
Thank you for what you're doing, because everybody ain't able.
It's true. And I am grateful for that. And I am grateful for friends that support me and like the opportunities that I've been given. Yeah. So I am grateful. And I do. Yeah. Like a part of me is always like, but Andrea, balance it. But then the other part of me is like, but like, you got to strike while the iron's hot too, though. Like, so I'm always.
Here's the thing. You can do whatever you want to do. So if you want to take a 2-day break where you shut down and recharge, you can.
Yeah.
This year is a hard year, bringing us to my next meme.
Right. Please.
2020 is a Scorpio. I
Oh.
don't care what anybody says. It's a toxic ass year. And I'm gonna co-sign this one.
Mm-hmm.
I love me a Scorpio as a friend.
Right.
And as Drake.
Right.
However, my Scorpio friends are the ones that I want by my side if I'm doing the most dastardly shit possible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They are scared of nothing.
Right.
And they have ways of making their presence and their ire known that no other sign has.
So wait, remind me, Scorpios are from when to when?
Late October to mid-November.
Oh.
And you will not have more fun unless it's a Pisces. You will not have more fun. The thing about them is they're not only fun, they get shit done.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also not only angry, they get shit done.
Mm-hmm.
So if a Scorpio gives you a threat, you believe that person is going to follow through.
Eesh.
That shit ain't going away.
I don't think I know any Scorpios.
Oh, I know plenty. And like some of my best friends, I ain't making them mad for nothing.
Right.
I'm not making them mad at all. I love y'all.
In end of October to early November to mid-November.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I know any Scorpios.
Your life is better. You know what though? You're a Leo, and I don't know how y'all would get along.
That's probably why I don't know them.
There's a whole lot of ego in that combo. There's a whole lot of
Yeah, that might be.
That might be a lot.
That might be a lot.
That might be a lot right there. That's a whole lot of heat.
Yeah.
But I love them. I mean, honestly, like I do. I love them. They are some of my favorite people. I mean,
Are they a fire sign or earth sign?
Water sign.
Water.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
They're a water sign. But they are a hot water sign. That's hot water.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot touch. We live by their rules.
Right. Huh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to see who I know. Maybe I know people and I just don't know that they're Scorpio.
Don't realize.
Mm-hmm.
If you know them, you'll be like, oh, okay, and you're gonna be like, I love that person, or you really hate that person, but at some point you love that person. Like they're so charismatic. They really are. I love them. Like I have tons of Scorpio friends, but 2020, I want to live in 2020.
Right.
I'm fucking with 2020. I need 2020 to be on my side. But 2020 can go to hell.
2020 is no hoe right now. Okay? Like
I don't doubt 2020.
no.
I don't underestimate 2020.
Mm-mm.
And the same for a Scorpio.
Right. All right. Let me try to find a meme. I've been scrolling. See if I can find a meme.
Look, Andrea is showing us why hoarding is not such a bad trait.
Right. Because like I shouldn't be having to scroll and try to find this.
And not only that, you're saved. Or what do you call it? Your search should know you by now. Don't you know algorithms tell us everything?
Right.
It'll show you.
Okay, what do I search for?
Just go into if you're on your Instagram, just go into your the little magnifying glass.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
And it's gonna
oh yeah
better than you know yourself.
Okay, let's go to, that's my, see,
I'm disappointed in you.
so, but I'm gonna tell you what I have though. I have,
It's gonna be a bunch of paper shit, isn't it?
no, but
Yes.
no, but it is a lot of, so I have a friend that sends me these posts from like the Instagram account Damn He Fine or something like that.
Oh,
So I have a lot of like very athletic black men in my search. Um
yum.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, because what I'm looking at is real nice.
And this is what I have. My only current hobby and passion is tracking packages.
I
That's
mean,
what's in mine.
and I have uh yeah, and like a lot of like fashion, which doesn't make sense for me, like plus size fashion.
That's you can appreciate things that don't necessarily apply to you.
But yeah, like let me see. Whoa. Yeah, like what, this is odd. This is really odd. I never really paid attention to this.
This is called bad production.
Yeah, it is.
I should have prepared.
This, yeah,
We
it's
should
my
have.
fault.
It's not your fault.
I mean, but like we got people like this though. Like that's just in my search. And animals, cats.
Okay, Lauren.
I love Lawrence dogs. Can I just say that?
Who doesn't?
Cause wow.
They're celebrities.
She has this one pic of her and the Doberman, and the Doberman's head looks like it's like this big compared to
Mhm.
her. When she posted that, like I almost fell out of my chair. I was like, why the hell is this head so big?
If you want to, if you're interested in seeing just a total circus that's utterly adorable, follow Yo Lauren Langford.
Yes.
I don't think she changed her name. She's married now, but
Oh, this is okay. So this is appropriate for what we talked about. I don't know if you can see this.
see, look.
But then it says, this is how close I want my husband and boyfriend.
No,
Ah,
no,
ah.
no. Look,
Hilarious.
while she's moving, don't throw my past in my face. I know what I did. Let's talk about this.
Hello.
Love me for today.
Yes.
There is no reason to bring up old shit,
Mm-mm.
even if I do.
Even if I do. Like, I'm super bad for that. Like, I'm mindful of it, but with people that I don't really care about, I am quick to bring up old shit.
I'm pretty bad about it too. I'm a hypocrite though. So I feel like, whatever. My
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, like I had um I had a whole thing with the ex that I made some kind of comment about something that he did, and he got so in his feelings about it, and then he tried to bring up my past, and I was just like mm,
That's not what we're talking about.
like cool, but like that was really none of your business. Like what I did and what I do is not none of your business, because we weren't together at the time and it doesn't matter. Like it was just so irrelevant, and I was just like, wow. Like, I mean, okay, but like, and the thing with me is that I don't get embarrassed easily. So like,
Same.
so if you're trying to like catch me or like zing me on something, like I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, I did that.
I will say this. I normally will be like accountable for like, yeah, I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think who I am, I do have to, it depends on which way I'm swimming, back to astrology. I have to feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so if I feel safe, and sometimes safety is just being detached from the situation. So a room full of strangers, like I might be far more open with a room full of strangers than I
Mm-hmm.
will be. It's so funny. My therapist was, we do like the telehealth right now, and
Mm-hmm.
there was somebody in the room, and she was like, "Oh," she was like, "Can I say this out?" I'm like, "We can say it on the radio. I don't care."
Right.
Like I'm an open book, but at the same time, I'm like, "Oh, let me. I gotta feel safe."
Yeah.
There are some people who it doesn't matter one way or the other, and
Yeah. Yeah. I'm similar. Like, yeah, like I don't yeah, like I don't have a problem like talking about like kind of personal things when it's like a bunch of new people, because I feel like I'm not gonna run into y'all again. So it doesn't matter. Like I don't really care. But yeah, but if it's somebody that knows me and somebody that I will run into again, or somebody that's in my circle, then I might be a little more reserved if that person, like you say, doesn't make me feel safe. And then that's when I'm like, But as far as accountability though, I'm always going to tell you that my shit stinks, always. Like I'm never going to be like, you know trying to make you put on rose colored glasses for me. Like I'm going to tell you that I'm more than likely going to tell you why, what I did wrong, how how I understand how the other person could have perceived it as wrong, what the other person did wrong, what I felt like I did right, what the other person did right. Like I'm not like a one-sided type person. Like I really try to like think of all the ways that it could have been better. So,
I
you know.
don't know. I flip flop. Like I said, I can be a little hypocritical. Like I want you. I want. I'm quite open to the other side. At the same time, I want you to be on my side.
Right.
I want you to take my side all the time.
Right.
You know. Oh, I mean, but I think that just speaks to us all wanting to be understood
Yeah.
and you know,
And right.
and right. The thing is though, I don't always have to be right. It's just that when I
Right.
know I'm right, of course you do. You are a Leo.
Yeah.
I don't have to be right. I don't have to be right. But when I feel I'm right, it is frustrating. And the problem with me feeling I'm right is that I feel I'm right. I'm
Hey, so
really,
you begged.
what is that? I'm really bad at facts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm,
Oh.
I really have, and I'm getting better about making sure, like fact checking. But I live by feeling. I live by feeling, which is, you know, I feel like there are so many other people in the world who live by fact, and I rely heavily on them. I live by feeling, and that doesn't mean that I don't know anything. That I
Right.
don't, but it just means that I go with how I feel, and when I feel it's right, I jump on it. I move toward it. That's what I'm attracted to, meaning just in life. If I feel the job is the right job, if I feel like the product is the right product. I mean, but again, I'm a follower, so I don't know. Don't trust me. I'll just tell you.
Yeah, yeah, I I often forget like what people say and like in arguments. So like I'm always like I never So like, if you want to have a serious talk with me about a problem, like, don't ask me the next day what you said, because I don't remember.
Oh, same.
In that moment, I'm, listening and I'm responding to you based on what you say. But like the next day or like days later, I'm like, I don't remember nothing. Nothing.
Same.
So like, getting the facts straight on trying to like retell that story, or like bring that back up to say like, oh well, you said, I said, like, that ain't never gonna happen, because I don't remember nothing.
Well, another fun fact about me, I zone out quite easily. I don't pay attention too much. So again, that's because I rely on how I feel. See, look at this is Andrea being important. Her shit is blowing up as we speak.
Oh, but that was my friend sending me something from Black Bearded Men.
Oh, unpopular opinion. I hate the beards.
No, Tiffany. Oh,
I hate the beards. I am so sorry. I hate them. They are pubes on the face.
oh,
I hate them. They
oh,
are food traps. They are food traps, and they just are not hygienic. They want us to be shaved from lip to toe.
I mean,
And
true.
yet,
But it looks so good though.
no, it does not. It looks like a vagina
Oh my word.
on the face. A 1973
Oh my word.
vagina covered in black plaster.
I love
That
it.
is what it looks like.
And I don't like vaginas, but I like so
That's what it looks like to me. That is what I see I'm just like, oh my God. You can't do certain things and keep walking with that. It requires a lot of grooming.
well.
You're gonna, but maybe that's why they like it, because it's gonna be reminding them of everything they've done throughout the day and there is no hiding from it.
I just love the way they look. I like hairy men though. So
I'm
like
not a hairy man. I don't love a hairy to an extent. I don't like a hairy face.
yeah, I do.
I like a clean face. I always have. I always have. I like a shadow. I like a something that lays down on its own. It doesn't have to be brushed. Like,
That's fair.
Teddy P just grown out, like that look.
Mm-hmm.
Love a shadow. Like if you can have, if you, not that TI shit. If you got something full that's nice and clean, I'm with it. And I love the gray. I don't like that black shit.
Yeah, yeah. Like if you're gray, just be gray. Like it's all good.
But anything that has to be brushed, combed, or is hanging off the face, I assume that I will find it on my bathroom floor and mistake it for pubes.
I wish I had the Price is Right sound effects. Yeah, yep.
I mean, but I know they're a thing. And if that is your thing,
I love them.
go for it.
But now, to be honest, I don't necessarily like them when they're super long. Like if they are just like here,
A frame.
like, yeah, just like a frame. Like it can be enough where it needs to be brushed, but not like it's not.
It's your thighs.
Well, I mean, it's been a while, so I'll let you know.
I would think that would like be scratchy on the thighs.
Yeah.
And how do you keep your face from breaking out? Like as the woman, like how or the other man, how do you keep your face from breaking out? Like it just seems like there's just a lot of issues in it for me as the partner that don't work for me. I just feel like, if it's not super clean, there's all kind of pH issues that could happen. Like there is something wrong with me. I think I am relatively unstable, but these are the things that I think about.
So, yeah.
And I don't want any unusual rashes on my thighs.
And I don't think about those kinds of things at all. I just think like, oh, that's a good looking man with a good looking beard. That's it.
I support your taste.
That is the extent of my concern.
I support your taste. But when I see a beard, I'm like, yeah, dismiss. I wish Drake would cut his down a little bit.
Drake looks like the before picture of a DJ Khaled to me.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
So like, if DJ Khaled like really lost weight, like Drake would look
like DJ Khaled.
I think so.
I feel like I don't want to get myself in trouble. I feel like Drake is a nice looking guy and I love his lyrics. How about that?
That was probably the most PC
and he's
ever been.
He's far too young for me. But I do love his lyric about Tiffany and redemption. So shit like that, I'm quite easy. Right. It doesn't take much to impress me.
Yeah, I mean, I think Drake's he's an all right looking guy.
He has a weird nose, but
I usually, I mean, and this is probably something that could lead us into a whole nother conversation and maybe a whole nother podcast episode, but I usually don't like light-skinned guys. So
what? Let's talk about that later. Yeah. I like them all.
Let me be clear. I'm not going to say that there has never been a light-skinned guy that I've never thought has been attractive. But usually, if in a crowd of people,
that's not the one you're picking.
That's not the one I'm picking. Like my eye is automatically drawn to someone that is brown skin or dark skin. So
yeah, let's talk about that later because I
love like the like hip cool Jewish stereotype. I'm all about that.
And for me, it's all about personality. Like, no. Let me take that back. I don't want to misrepresent myself because somebody will be like, she's a liar. Looks matter. Mm-hmm. Looks matter first and foremost for me. I am that shallow. Looks matter. And I will never say that they don't. But second to looks is always out in my past life, always going for the person that has the most attention on them in the room, the person that is just exuding charisma and personality. And that is something that we should and will talk about. I think that one thing I saw, let me see if it's in here because it struck me today. It was a meme. Let's talk about this later. We'll talk about this later because it was something that struck me. And if anyone wants to send us a message on this topic and your thoughts on this topic, we would love to hear from you because I think that there are a lot of people who are attracted to people who are not necessarily a good fit. Mm-hmm. And, if you are not, and I often analyze these relationships or these people, and I think about like, how does, I think a couple things. One, why does this person think they can get that person?
Mm-hmm.
How did this person get with that person?
Mm-hmm.
And oftentimes, what comes out of it is I find out that one person is a habitual cheater, and it's not really that that person is a good fit for them, but they just allow them to have a certain lifestyle and continue to be them,
Mm-hmm.
do them.
Mm-hmm.
But there have been times where, like, generalizing, stereotyping, whatever, don't come at me for this. For example, the church girl wants the party boys,
Right.
but she is not, but she wants him to change, or she expects him to appreciate who she is, and it's not going to happen.
Right.
Or the quiet boy wants the extrovert girl, but she continues to intimidate him, so he's insecure.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want her? There's lots of pretty girls.
Right.
So what is, we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll talk about that next time.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have talked about that today, but we don't have our shit together. But definitely something to talk about. Let's think about that. If you watch all the way to the end of this and you you hear this, tell us what you think or give us your thoughts on that topic. Why are people, we are encouraged to not give up on our dreams,
Mm-hmm.
and we keep being told we're good enough, and we are, but that doesn't mean we're matched. That
Right.
doesn't mean we're a good match for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You can be attracted to certain people, and I imagine that's frustrating if you can't interact or entangle with the one that you are attracted to, or the people you're attracted to.
Yeah.
Because some people they can get whoever they want.
Yep.
But not everybody can. And so if you are kind of uptight and you're attracted to a free spirit, I get the attraction, but can you maintain that?
Right. Because the reality is that both parties are going to have to concede a little bit.
They will, but the free spirit won't.
Mm-hmm.
You get it? So let's table that.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this up.
Yes.
You have any other memes, Andrea?
Oh, probably not.
Andrea's going to get it together, and we're going to do this. We're going to take this to Instagram Live, and we're going to do a meme minute. We're going to do a meme minute. We're going to do a meme minute, and I'm going to hold Andrea accountable for her meme minute, and I'm going to do a meme minute. And we'll close with, I wanted to close with one, but I love this one. Now I can't find it. So we'll close with this one, and it's a serious one. Well, no. Yeah, it's a serious one. And this one is from Iman, the supermodel, and her Instagram handle is the real Iman, the real underscore Iman. You are personally responsible for becoming more ethical than the society you grew up in. And I think we should leave it at that. I think it's a good reminder for us, because my ethics are questionable.
Are they unstable?
They're fucking unstable. But what I will say is that I believe in equity. I believe in social justice. I believe that no matter how I feel about you, your life matters.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have to like you. You don't have to like me. I don't have to like the way you dress. I don't have to like the way you raise your children. I don't have to like the way you treat your spouse. I don't have to like the job that you choose. I respect it. I don't have to like shit about you.
Right.
Stay out of my life and I stay out of yours, but your life matters.
Yep. And if we all thought like that and really understood that, like, what you do don't make me shit, and really focused on that, this world would be, this country at least, would be a better place.
So let's try and focus this week on, and it's not just the world, it's the family we grew up in. We have a responsibility to do better.
Mm-hmm.
Do better than your mother, do better than your father. If they did a great job in raising you, great, still be better. If they were shitty parents, still be better. If you're making excuses for them because they're your parents and we're just programmed that blood is thicker than water, fuck that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And do better.
And do better.
I don't.
And Andrea, do better on finding memes.
Andrea, fucking do better.
Do better.
I love you. You're
But
hurting.
But do better.
We're gonna work on Andrea finding memes, because what is life without memes? There was another meme that said, find somebody you love because you can't just share memes for the rest of your life. I disagree.
Disagree.
Find somebody you love and share memes. Find somebody who likes the same fucking bullshit ass memes that you like. Do that. Find somebody that will entertain your meme life.
Yes.
Find somebody who will entertain your meme life, even if they just accept that you sent it to them and ignore you.
Yes.
Find somebody that will accept this about you. And if you are not people that like sharing memes, y'all belong together.
Right. Right.
Find that person. Maybe that is the future of dating. That is the future of.
Are we meme compatible?
Are we meme? That's important.
But it really is.
Are we meme compatible? Are we meme compatible? I think we are. I think Andrea and I are.
Yes.
Are we meme compatible?
I just don't save them.
Andrea just doesn't save them. We're not compatible.
Yeah.
She's a Leo and she doesn't need shit to make her feel valued. She doesn't need shit around her to hug her and love her. I need my shit around me. I need my stuff. That's what I need. I have my people. My people are great. But I need my stuff. I need my treasures, and memes are part of that. I need that shit to hug me and love me and validate me. So get the shit that validates you. Andrea is gonna come with the memes.
I'm coming with the memes.
She's coming hard.
I'm coming with them.
What's the one I sent you, Andrea, this week? It was a good one. It was a good one. Maybe we ended with a serious one, but let's just give them a fun one to leave with.
Oh, that one. Holy shit.
Wait, yeah. What was it? I gotta find it. Hold on.
Was it on Instagram?
It was on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I've got so many saved that I don't have it saved close enough to share. Let's see here. All right, I got it.
Okay.
And we'll talk about this later. It's always, I fucked her. She's a hoe. But it's never, I ate her all the way to the crack of her ass and told her, I'll kill myself if she leaves me. Nah, tell the whole story.
Tell that whole story, B. Tell that whole story.
The whole story.
Tell that whole story.
That's what we plan to do from here on out, is tell the whole story.
Tell the whole story.
We will tell the whole story. Share your story with us. We will share our story with you. Today's been a rambling ass day. We love you. We will see you next time. We will have a better concept and have our shit together, but we wanted
Or
to.
not.
Or not. We really won't. I told you I'm a hypocrite. Don't hold me to shit. I will be accountable, but set low expectations for yourself when it comes to me. Andrea will be out there doing her thing. Check her out, Paisley Paper, Andrea Design Studio. Refer
And
her,
meme
her.
collector.
Which meme?
And my new job of
Her
meme
new
collector.
job is meme collector. All she has to do is hit the save button. That's all she has to do.
That's all I gotta do. But I'm fooling. But that's okay.
Check her out. She's got hot shit. She's got the shit that will make your girl give you some tonight. She's got the shit that will make your man think you actually put some thought into his birthday, Father's Day, whatever. Her shit will save your relationship, all that. Seriously, her shit will let you know just how strong your friendship is.
It will. It will.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So check her out. Don't pay any attention to me because I'm not doing shit. I'm not talking about shit. I'm just over here raising kids and eating 2-bite brownies and working out and so look, don't pay attention to me. Love y'all. Please keep up. Please keep following us. Please keep sharing. Please holler at us. Tell us what you want to hear. We will be possibly more consistent, but we love you. Love us back.
Please.
Holler.
Bye, guys.
Bye.